The chair of CPAC is panicking and running full damage control. You might remember my previous video where I talked about, let's say, a certain type of people who were going around asking people in CPAC on a live feed via a Twitter space how they feel about Jewish people. Well, you see, they weren't the only ones. There were many other groups with open ties to that type of people who posted themselves together, and they're there. Journalists were covering them. It wasn't a question. The question was, if they're so open and known, why is CPAC allowing them to be there? And of course, as you can see here, the chair tries to redefine what those people are into something completely different. And it's like, oh, we condemn Jew hatred, and but they weren't removed. So I thought, maybe they're like low staffed and they're like telling their staff to not like interact with people and just kind of let things go. I mean, hey, it sounds like ticket sales weren't so great. But then I find out about an incident where they were pretty hands-on and they were actively having someone leave. That instance was a man and his special needs son who had been sitting waiting for the Trump speech for hours until CPAC made them move. Because that's where they took action at CPAC. Now that story is possibly going to get quite a few legs because of where those people live. Because George Santos was their representative, and he's already tweeted about it, and I expect him seeing a nice opening for some attention. And of course, maybe these two arguments will coincide, because George Santos is, as we all know, Jew-ish. He might not be too happy about what was allowed at CPAC. Now that he has a reason to complain, at least.